Hello, archers, coaches, and sports मैनेजमेंट्स ग्रुप। आज हम लोग एक सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक्स लेके बातें करेंगे। आई विल मेक यू वॉक थ्रू फ्रॉम एंशियंट टाइम्स ऑफ आर्चरी टू प्रेजेंट डेज आर्चरी मेंटल ट्रेनिंग। मेरा नाम शंकर मजूमदार। आई एम ए मेंटल ट्रेनर, मोटिवेटर एंड काउंसलर। आर्चरी ड्यूरिंग महाभारत का टाइम से जो आर्चरी जो गुरु थे, मेंटल कोच बोलिए, जो भी बोलिए, आर्चरी बोलिए, जो महाभारत का जो गुरु थे, गुरु द्रोणाचार्य टॉट टू ऑल पांडवस एंड कौरवस। बट जो भी टेक्निक स्किल्स सबको एक ही सिखाए थे गुरु, मगर खाली ओनली अर्जुना बिलीव दैट, अर्जुना बिलीव किया था जो गुरु द्रोणाचार्य जो बोल रहे हैं वो सही बोल रहे हैं, वो प्रैक्टिस करने से अच्छा ही होगा। गुरु ने क्या बोला? गुरु ने बोला डेवलप कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, अंतर मन का जो कंसंट्रेशन है उसको बढ़ाने पड़ेगा। कैसे बढ़ाने को पड़ेगा? कैसे बढ़ाओगे? विथ इमोशंस। विश्वास करो, विश्वास से मोटिवेशन आएगा कुछ भी करने का। एंड विश्वास जो है, मोटिवेशन जो है, वो सारी चीज़ फ्रॉम विद इन होना चाहिए, फ्रॉम अंतर मन से होना चाहिए। और सबसे जो फायदा होगा मोटिवेशन एंड बिलीफ से, डेडिकेशन पैदा होगा विथ हार्ड वर्क। स्किल का परफेक्शन करने में मोटिवेटेड रहेंगे। फिटनेस को हम लोग बॉडी फिट, मेंटल फिट, ये सब का जो सिस्टम है वो हम लोग का बिलीव एंड मोटिवेशन से ही होते हैं। लेट अस हियर, हम लोग को सुनने दीजिए गुरु द्रोणाचार्य क्या बोल रहा है।
Kauravas were studying in Gurukula under the guidance of Acharya Drona. One day, Guru Drona wanted to test his students' skill in archery. He called all of them. My dear students, assemble here.
Yes, Guru.
Yudhishthira, come here.
Yes, Guru.
Aim at the bird's eye. Yudhishthira, tell me, what are you able to see?
The bird, oh Guru.
All right, move back. You need more practice. Bhima, come forward and aim at the bird's eye.
Yes, Guru.
Bhima, tell me, what are the things you see?
The bird and its base.
You two need more practice. Go back. Duryodhana, come forward and try the same.
Yes, Guru.
Duryodhana, what do you see?
The bird, its base, and some clouds, Guru.
Your aim is really bad. You need a lot more practice. Arjuna, come here and aim the target.
Yes, Guru.
What do you see, Arjuna?
Eye of the bird, and eye of the bird only.
Shoot now. Good, my dear students. This sort of concentration is what makes a great archer. Arjuna, I wish for you to become the best archer in the whole world. This was
देखा आपने गुरुदेव द्रोणाचार्य कैसे मेंटल ट्रेनिंग किया, स्किल ट्रेनिंग किया, फिटनेस ट्रेनिंग, जो बोला नहीं बट ऑब्वियसली वो भी करते हैं। अभी हम लोग जो मॉडर्न आर्चरी का शुरुआत हुआ था, लेट अस से फ्रॉम 1915, 1915 साल से जो मॉडर्न आर्चरी का मेंटल पार्ट जो था उसको ट्रेनिंग स्टार्ट हुआ विद द थ्योरी ऑफ सिगमंड फ्रॉइड, थ्योरी ऑफ आइसबर्ग। मॉडर्न माइंड ट्रेनिंग में उसी को बेस लेके हम लोग आगे बढ़ रहा है। मॉडर्न माइंड ट्रेनिंग में क्या बोलते हैं, कॉन्सेप्शंस ऑफ कॉन्शियस माइंड पावर, जो उन्होंने आइसबर्ग का ऊपरी हिस्सा जो दिखाई देता है, दैट इज ओनली 5 to 6%। उसका जो दिखता है, उसका जो पावर का तरफ से आप देखोगे तो उसको ओनली 5 to 6% पावर होते हैं। वेरएज जो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है, जो हम लोग को दिखता नहीं है, जो बिलो द वाटर रहते हैं, वर्क्स ऑन स्टोरेज ऑफ ऑल मेमोरीज, सभी मेमोरीज को स्टोर करते हैं। अनलिमिटेड पावर ऑफ क्रिएशन है इसका पावर, जो जो बोला जाता है इज अराउंड 94 से 95%। कॉन्शियस माइंड अवेयरनेस ऑफ इवेंट्स होते हैं, जो भी इवेंट्स हम लोग को चारों तरफ में घटित होते हैं उसको हम लोग जागरूक अवस्था में देखते हैं। उसमें हम लोग को जो कंसेप्ट क्लियर होता है, विश्वास तैयार होता है, उसको अपना तरीका से हम लोग उसको इंटरप्रेट करते हैं। अभी हम लोग एक छोटा सा कार्टून का बेस लेके कैसे ये जो कॉन्शियस माइंड है और सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है उसको सिंक्रोनाइज कैसे करें। कॉन्शियस माइंड का जो पावर है वो बहुत ही कम पावर है, और जो सबकॉन्शियस माइंड है उसको काफ़ी ज़्यादा पावर है। ये सबकॉन्शियस माइंड का पावर हम लोग कैसे यूटिलाइज करें, इसका लिए एक छोटा सा कार्टून का तरफ से हमने दिखाने चाहता है। सेल्फ वन, रिमेंबर, याद कीजिएगा, जो सेल्फ वन बोला जाता है ये कॉन्शियस माइंड, जो कॉन्शियस माइंड knows how to do but actually does not know really how to do it. सेल्फ टू सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, जो सारी नॉलेज का स्टोरेज होते हैं, बट सभी नॉलेज होते हुए भी, पावर होते हुए भी, बट उसको मालूम नहीं है कैसे करना है। बट वो कैसे करना है, कैसे होता है सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में, कॉन्शियस माइंड से सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में जो हैबिट बनाना है, वो हैबिट कैसे होते, प्रैक्टिस रिपीटेडली टिल ब्रिंग्स ए हैबिट। Let us see, let us hear.
And self 2. Self 1 is like our conscious mind. The conscious mind is concerned with how to do things, but it doesn't really know how to do anything. It has an idea of what it wants, and it passes the command to self 2, who stores all the learned knowledge and doesn't forget anything. However, the problem lies in one area, and that is that self 1 rarely trusts self 2. When the coach has taught you how to hit the ball in tennis, self 1 tries to do it by itself, controlling the action like it actually can. Okay, so don't forget to take a big swing, get your feet in the right position, and don't take your eye off the ball. Of the several things I asked you to do, you got them slightly wrong, each of them. You got to do better. So all through trying to do the action, self 1 remembers how to hold the racket, how to hold its head, how to position its feet, and before you know it, it is overwhelmed with too much to remember. Give me that. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so I've got to come over the ball, I've got to put my feet in the right position, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Self 2 has all the knowledge and the capability to do what is needed, to play complex shots of high-speed balls. However, it doesn't think about how to do it, it just knows. So when Self 1 is trying to instill a new technique, Self 2 needs to practice it enough so that it becomes a habit. Then Self 1's job is to watch from the background and just guide its energy into making Self 2 feel capable and confident. However, generally, Self 1 doesn't believe 2 can do it, so it tries to remind it how to do it again and again, saying, keep your head up, move your feet, raise your elbow, and making Self 2 hand it straight back to Self 1, who is actually totally incapable. Self 1 would be far better off focusing on making sure they win the game rather than how to hit the ball. If Self 2 feels untrusted, then it won't take the job it was designed to do. So what does that tell us about the subconscious mind? Number 1, trust your ability to do something, as the knowledge is most likely buried inside you and you've just not trusted yourself enough. 2, Self 1 needs to focus on believing in oneself and results and not how to do things. 3, Self 1 is most effective when it is almost not there, sitting on the sidelines, barely worried about how something will happen. This level of trust makes Self 2 much more capable as it excels with trust.
अभी हम लोग आते हैं डायरेक्टली टू फेमस आर्चर, वेल नोन आर्चर्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, ब्रैडी एलिसन. मोस्ट मॉडर्न वे ऑफ मेंटल ट्रेनिंग. उनको कहना है जो उन्होंने दिन का 24 घंटे में 14 आवर्स 14 घंटा 6 दिन ए वीक पूरा हफ्ता में मेंटल ट्रेनिंग करते रहते हैं. 14 घंटा कैसे करते हैं? ड्यूरिंग ड्राइविंग, ड्यूरिंग शावर, ड्यूरिंग प्रैक्टिस, ड्यूरिंग ईटिंग, ड्यूरिंग आर्चरी प्रैक्टिस, ऑल द टाइम ही इज डूइंग मेंटल ट्रेनिंग. और जो एक्चुअली आर्चरी प्रैक्टिस करते हैं वो दिन में 6 घंटा करते हैं, हफ्ता में 6 दिन करते हैं. ब्रैडी ने 2 वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज बताए, जरा गौर से सुनिएगा. उनका जो बातें कर रहा है मेंटल ट्रेनिंग के बारे में, वेरी एनकरेजिंग, वेरी मोटिवेटिंग. कोई भी अगर कुछ बेटर कर सकते हैं मेरे से, मैं उसको चैलेंज लेने में एंजॉय करता हूँ. और दूसरा पॉइंट जो बोले थे, अगर मेरे से कोई भी बेटर करते हैं आर्चरी में, तो हम भी वो लर्न करके सीख के उससे भी ज़्यादा बेटर कर सकते हैं. हाउ नाइस टू सी द कॉन्फिडेंस एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग बिलीव. ऐसे भी हम लोग का जो इंडियन आर्चरी गुरु द्रोणाचार्य, he quote the same view during the presentation of train the trainers during our first course.
I think there's a big difference in the people who shoot archery. There's people that shoot this sport because they weren't fast enough or they didn't excel in other sports, but they can come and dedicate time to archery because the bottom line is the more time you can shoot, the better you're going to be. In America, just kind of as a mindset, we don't really care about anything unless you win. Unless you're winning gold medals and lots of gold medals, you know, those are the people that you see on TV. Those are the people that you want to mimic. I'm one of those people that's competitive, and I picked this sport, and I will do everything that I can to push myself to be better. If the Koreans are shooting better than me, like, I'm going to do everything I can to go and stand toe-to-toe with them.
A chance here for Ellison.
I want to shoot against the best guys in the world. I want people to go out there and be better than me so I can chase them, I can run them down, and I can pass them. I think really life-changing experience for me was going to mental management systems in Texas in early 2007. And I decided that instead of just doing this for sport, why don't I apply the mental management system to life? You can only control in life what you can control. You know, as soon as I fire an arrow, for example, I can't control where it hits because it's then left. I knew that the mental side of archery was the biggest and most important part, not the physical. I'm on this field shooting 6 or 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. I'm spending 12 to 14 hours a day mentally doing the same thing. When I drive, when I'm in the shower, when I'm walking back and forth, it's mental. It's everything to be better. And I've been driving down the road and then all of a sudden have a shot where I'm halfway through a shot cycle in my head, and then consciously I pick it up, I go through it, I run a couple of shots, and then all of a sudden it's like breathing, all of a sudden it just starts going naturally to a point again. I have spent probably 4 or 5 times more time on my mental state and my mental game than I have physically shooting. It is exhausting, you get used to it, I guess, but it's, in my opinion, what it takes. When I was 18 years old, I made the choice. This is what I'm going to do. This is what needs to be done to become the best in the world.
अभी हम लोग एक स्पिरिचुअल गुरु से सुनेंगे कैसे बिलीव्स मोटिवेशन तैयार करते हैं। मोटिवेशन क्या चीज़ का है? टू बिकम अचीव ए विनिंग माइंडसेट। जो भी हम करेंगे मैं जीतूंगा। कैसे इंडियन स्पिरिचुअल गुरु बोलते हैं बिलीव क्या होता है? बिलीव मेक्स ए विनर और मेक्स ए लूजर। Also, surprisingly, Guru talks about conscious and subconscious minds of athletes. Very interesting. Please listen.
How these beliefs impact us is most incredible. Beliefs are not religion or creed. Beliefs could be about anything. Do you believe that your endeavor, that new business will succeed, or do you believe it will fail? One of the biggest businessmen of the last century, Henry Ford, he said, whether you believe you will succeed or you believe you will not, in both ways you are right. What he meant was, your belief will have such an impact. If you believe you will succeed, it will change the way you think. It will change the way you utilize your physical, mental, intellectual resources. The optimism will get generated, the conviction, the undying enthusiasm which will make you succeed. And if your belief is, I will never succeed, then also you are right, because you will not be able to use your God-given resources to manifest the potential they are capable of. So we all have within us a variety of physical processes using the 630 muscles and 205 bones. We all have this brain that God has given us, which has got 100 billion neurons. We all have thoughts, attitudes. It is practically impossible to consciously control all of these. Are the beliefs that we install within us. They enable the control. Through your beliefs, you unconsciously control the whole system without realizing it. Your beliefs bring so much to bear in your life. You know, these motivational coaches, they often are fond of giving the example of the 4-minute mile. Up to 1952, humankind believed that nobody can run the mile in less than 4 minutes. There was a 4-minute barrier to the mile. And for 1,000 years, varieties of arguments were given. Our lung capacity is just not enough to run in less than 4 minutes. Our muscles are not strong enough. People believed they can't do it, and they could never do it. Then came this person called Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister, he broke through the 4-minute mile barrier in 1952, changing people's beliefs. All of a sudden, people believed it can be done. And what was the consequence of the change in belief? In that very year, 27 people, apart from Roger Bannister, broke the 4-minute mile barrier. Suddenly, they had this ability to break it. And the next year, 215 people broke the 4-minute mile barrier. Beliefs have such a tremendous effect upon us.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर लिसनिंग। मैंने कोशिश किया एक स्टोरी बिल्डअप करने में फ्रॉम एंशियंट महाभारत टाइम ऑफ आर्चरी टू द एंड ऑफ और मिडल ऑफ 2020। आप लोग प्रैक्टिस कीजिए, मेंटल ट्रेनिंग कीजिए, जो आजकल सभी एथलीट्स, स्टूडेंट्स, professionals, they are doing this type of mental training. They are trying to work how to get the power of subconscious mind, जो अंतर मन बोलते हैं, उसको पावर कैसे यूटिलाइज करें. Everybody nowadays is trying. Let us also catch up. Thank you so much. Now the time has come to summarize the subject mental training in archery from महाभारत age till present today. हम लोग क्या बातें किया है, is emerging mental training from ancient age to present day. This is what we have talked. Now महाभारत age में जो point mainly Guru Dronacharya was saying about focus on center of the subject, that is bird's eye. Now the second stage has come in around 1915-20. Sigmund Freud, his discovery of conscious and subconscious mind as an iceberg, changed the mental aspect of training. Now from that time we came to know about the conscious mind and subconscious mind, the importance of conscious mind and the importance of subconscious mind. And now after that we came to know how to synchronize both the minds, how to use the power of subconscious mind. Synchronizing, क्यों synchronize करेंगे? Just to utilize the power of subconscious mind. Conscious mind, as you have talked, that it does not know, it knows the things, but it does not know how to do the things. So only it has to be make a habit in subconscious mind to do the work of what you want. We have talked about that. Now we came to that. After that we came to the recent training, mental training by Regent Archer, Brady Allison. His whatever he has told is the main point is change the way you think. आप जैसे भी अभी सोचते हो, अगर आप चेंज चाहते हो, विनिंग चाहते हो, become a winner होने चाहते हो, then you have to change, you have to think in that way only. ब्रैडी ने बोला अगर कोई भी मेरे से बेटर कर सकता है तो मैं आई लव टू चैलेंज दैट, मेरे को चैलेंज लेने में खुशी होगा. सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात जो हम लोग को बोला है ब्रैडी ने, द मेंटल ट्रेनिंग ही डज एवरी डे 14 hours and archery practice 6 hours. How he did that, it has been explained in the slide. उनका मेन पॉइंट था चेंज the mindset to focus more on mind than to focus more on physical. And he is saying that I will continue this for whole of my life, not only on archery or sports. उन्होंने बताया जो मेंटल मैनेजमेंट का जानने का जो सिलसिला जो इंसिडेंट हुआ था, इट वाज लाइफ चेंजिंग एक्सपीरियंस. Finally, I have mentioned about the belief of yourself. Unless you believe that you are the winner, you cannot be the winner. So the belief you have to develop. If you develop the belief, it will motivate you to do all the things, hardworking, excellence in sports or any other field. We have talked about that. Now the question time. It is my time. Ask me any mental issues you have and I will answer as properly as possible. Thank you so much. Now, this is the time has come to say thank you and Jai Hind.